You've just tuned in to FlyGuyTruccerBoiTV.
So this new job that you took, it was just a fly-by-night thing?
Yeah, I mean, it just was, it was something to keep money coming in, you know what I mean, have rent to pay, stuff like that. And,
Right.
I kind of saw it was pitched to me as a good opportunity, which, I did learn a lot from it. And long story short, it just taught me that I'm not really meant to just be in people's face for work all day.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Hours at a time. And
Well, maybe you were meant to be your own boss.
come on, man.
You know what I mean?
Right, yeah, for sure.
You know?
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's all good, man. So, where did you go after leaving that situation, that job?
So I stayed at Xfinity for a good minute only because after I had stepped out of the truck, man, I had messed around and caught me a wet and reckless. Now, I'm
Wet and reckless?
Mm-hmm.
So, not to really cut you off, but same time, most people wouldn't want to admit nothing like that.
Right.
Wet and reckless, that means you was drinking
Right.
and got caught up.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And you're a person that's held to the highest activity
Right.
things, you know what I mean? You're
Right.
supposed to be a professional driver and you wet and reckless.
Yeah, man.
You know, what's going on, man?
They got me. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, man. I was out with some of the homies, out drinking, and I ain't gonna lie, I was on a good one. And I guess, like I said, it was kind of reality check too, because don't get me wrong, I used to be out, drink, and be like, oh, I'm good. And I'm gonna tell you, if you got your CDL, man, all it takes is that one time. You could get away 1,000,010 times, but that 1,011th time,
Right.
all that before it don't even matter.
Down the drain.
It don't matter. It's
Right.
down the drain. So yeah, they took my license, man, for a whole year. So that's why I stayed at Xfinity so long. Went back and forth to court. They, I'm trying to get the best deal, and they trying to keep it at a DUI. I'm trying to get a wet and reckless just to minimize it, if anything. But I'm gonna tell you right now, even a wet and reckless, you might as well have got a DUI. Only difference is with a DUI, you got to pay all that money. Wet and reckless, you don't got to.
Okay.
So, I mean, but as far as like getting back out there in the work world, it's tough. I ain't even gonna lie to you, it is tough.
Man, it's a little birdie that was in my ear, man. They said, used to be in the military. So is that the reason why you like to frequent bars and hang out and have parties and stuff, man? Tell us about it, man, because the audience, they want to know, man.
Yeah,
he was a
man.
military man, man. It's starting to make sense.
Yeah. So I was in the Marine Corps 2014 to 2018, man. And I before that, that's pretty much right out of high school, because I graduated 2013. And I mean, even, senior year, a little bit after high school, I'm drinking a little bit. But when I got in the military, that's when, you hanging out with everybody, you going to different little spots. And
Right.
Oh, yeah, I definitely was one to sit, for
Right.
sure.
So, yeah, I can't be mad at you in the sense of you're not perfect.
Right.
And you come from that world, you know what I mean? And thank you for serving our country.
Oh, yeah, no problem. Man.
You know, said a Marine, huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Don't they call them jarheads?
Jarheads, yeah. Yes, sir.
You thought I didn't know, huh?
Oh, man.
It's all good, man. So, yeah, man. So how did you get out of your situation with your wet and reckless? Excuse me.
So pretty much it just took a lot of going back and forth to court. The lawyer I had, she was real solid. She kind of, had a little sympathy for me, and I just told her straight up, hey, look, man, like, this truck driving, this is my livelihood. So
Right.
I need to get back to it. I mean, let's not sit here and act like, you know what I mean? Times is different. Like, you got to make 10 times more than what the rent is. You got to, you know what I mean? Like,
Yes, sir.
It ain't like back then. You got to make, I'll put it to you like this. In California, especially Southern California, if you're not making $100,000 a year, right, you're not going to be comfortable. That's just what it is. I just was looking at spots the other day, and for a 1-bedroom, they asking, what was it? I think like $2,400 a month.
$2,400 for a 1-bedroom.
Damn near a mortgage. A couple more $100, you paying a mortgage.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, bro. It's out of this world, man. The way they tax us and they make it hard to survive, bro. Just seriously.
Mm-hmm.
know, just it's out of control, man. How they got these prices hyped up. The eggs is high, milk is high, ground beef is high, chicken is high, chicken wings are even higher. You know,
Everything. Everything.
You know, real talk. So you made it out of that situation, and then what was next?
So right after I got my license back, man, one of my partners up north, my boy Chris, real solid dude. He plugged me onto a dirt company he was with.
Dirt hauling? Oh, like dump trucks?
Dump trucks, yeah.
Okay.
So pretty much I stepped into that world. And I ain't gonna lie, it was cool, you know. I was working in Reno Monday through Friday. They put us in the little Nugget Resort or whatever.
Reno, Nevada?
Out there. So,
I'm familiar.
Yep, so I'm out there Monday through Friday. They had me in a super dump. I did end dump, bottom dump. So, you know, I got familiar with all that side of trucking too.
Right.
Not just
right.
driving.
And everybody doesn't necessarily get the experience of different variations of trucking. You know what I mean? I had different experiences with trucking, you know, flatbed, reefer. I haven't had any dump experience, but heavy hauling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? With the low boy, you know, of course, drive-in, intermodal, containers, you know what I mean? So a little bit of stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's definitely way more than just drive-in, man. It's a lot of different avenues when it comes to trucking.
Right.
You know what I mean? And if you can, try to learn them all, for sure.
Well, you know, that's one of the things that made me really get into trucking, because I knew that it was plenty of doors that could be open. You know what I mean? So as far as trucking, you know, you had different lanes, and I knew I could advance to different lanes, you know. So it's cool, man. I love it.
Yeah, man. So I was out there. I did that for a good minute. Really no complaints as far as that. The guy I worked for, you know, smaller company as well. He was cool for the most part. Had his little issues, you know what I mean? But it wasn't nothing to where it's just like, oh man. I left there, right? Pretty much ended up having to leave there due to some family issues, you know what I mean?
Right.
I had to, like I said, relocate myself back down here, you know, to be around and be able to help the situation out and stuff like that. So, you know, I did the dump truck. I was there for about a good, I say like 4 or 5 months. And in that 4 or 5 months, man, I gained a lot of experience. Like, you dropped straight in. It was no training period really. Like, it showed you once or twice, and you
that was it.
That's it.
You got to get it.
Yep.
It's all good. It's all good.